friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a BoxyCharm PR unboxing. I love doing these now that I get to. Yeah, don't let the lighting, the pretty lighting with the sunshine finally out fool you. I got some dry shampoo in my hair today because that's what your girl does. That's how we get going in the morning, and I'm having such a great morning. I don't know about you guys, but when the sun is out, I feel like I'm just invigorated. I am ready to go. So you guys are getting me in full, like, hyper form. And yeah, I have my morning smoothie right now because yesterday, your girl, I told my husband I became bionic yesterday. I finally got my implant for my upcoming like permanent tooth that I'm gonna be having back here, because I think I've let you guys know and kind of throughout, I've got 4 baby teeth. It's a grown-ass woman. It's true. Four baby teeth, never had adult teeth behind them, and I lost one a while back, and I am now on the road to having a tooth back over here, so I am extra excited. Is that weird to be excited about? Maybe, but that's okay. That's what we're doing this morning. I just realized my new beach hat is still back here. You guys notice when stuff's back there? Probably so, but this is my new vibe, my new beach vibe. Got it at Aldi for like $5. Ladies, do not sleep on the sales section in Aldi because you can get some really good stuff. Just saying. And you may hear Cooper panting like crazy right to my left. He is sitting on the couch right now. Maybe I can get some video of him to put in here. Oh, I love now that you know the camera's on you. You stopped panting. Everyone could hear you, bro. If they have their headphones on, they could definitely hear you. He's surrounded in pillows and blankies at the moment. He knows when he's on camera. He's like, Mommy, do not show me while I am panting. Caught him. Haha. We went on a morning walk and my baby's a little out of shape. So we were going just a little bit longer for a morning walk. So it is just one of those great mornings, you know, where you're just feeling it. And this intro is going to be way too long. So let's talk about some BoxyCharm PR items. I got my base box from BoxyCharm, and I'm so happy that I'm now on their PR list also for the premium box, so I can give you even more of my thoughts, try more of the products, because sometimes I forget and I'm like, oh, I thought I picked this in a different color, or oh, I don't think I picked that for choice, did I? Then I'm like, this is your PR box, Nicole, not the ones you picked. So I get so excited now. So I'm going to be going through all of these products with you, and I've already done a peek to kind of give myself an idea. And oh yes, girls, we're going to be talking some skincare. So you're getting me bare face. We're going to go through it. I'm going to try what I can. I'm going to be rubbing my fingers through this dry shampoo so I don't look like I've got so much white hair in here, because trust me, it's already naturally coming. I don't need to add to. I have to do the usual PR goodness here to stay FTC certified here on YouTube. Yes, these are gifted to me. Yes, I will have a link below for you that is an affiliate link. If you happen to use my link, I thank you so much for supporting my channel and letting me do what I love. And really, it's just tipping your fellow YouTuber for doing a ton of work for you behind the scenes, keeping you up to date on what are good products, what are things that are not so great, what is the new trend and vibe with Boxy/Ipsy, what are our thoughts, and later in the month, I always give you my deep dive reviews, not only on my personal items I got, but also the PR items. I love going online and telling you what other actual users of all of these products are saying, because what works for me may not work for you. What works for them may not work for me. So it's really nice to be able to kind of get as much information as you possibly can in one space. So that's what I try to do here for my friends. There are different types of subscription boxes. I will have more information down in the description box for you. In the base box, it is always 5 items, full size, over $100 value. And then in the premium box, it's a $35 box with even more premium items, at least supposed to be, and all full size. We also see some tools in here from time to time, lifestyle, skincare, makeup, the whole thing. So let's get ready to jump into this. I love to tell you guys, because these videos are a bit longer, these are my first impressions with the PR items. So you're going to see me unbox it for you. Then we're going to go straight into try-ons, and then I'm going to be doing wear tests and keeping you updated throughout the month. So stay tuned, be subscribed, so we can have fun all month long. And because I am so chatty, grab your tea, grab your snack, grab your smoothie, grab your water, get comfy, because we're going to be going through all of this amazing goodness together. Cheers. Okay, I did what I could up here, but you know, kind of is what it is till I do the full look together. And if you see some dry shampoo, just know that's normal. It happens. So let's go into the base box first. BoxyCharm this month, we are going to be going all out. Okay, oh yeah. So first thing on top I see here that I'm supposed to use before I do anything, and that's another thing, I have to do some research before I get into these, is the Clean Skin Club Slate Clearing Mist for $38. This has salicylic acid in it, so it's going to be helping with acne, which is kind of nice because I really like when things are helping prevent acne. It's also got some rose extract, eucalyptus oil. Look how pretty this bottle looks. It is glass. Oof. What a pretty, like, summery vibe, yes? Also, totally my color. It's a powerful, lightweight formula, effectively reduces acne and breakouts without drying the skin. You know your girl needs this. I have loved this brand in the past, too. I really loved, where is it? I am pretty sure I told you guys last year, the Vitamin C Brightening Booster became one of my summer staples, and it has been this summer too. It's definitely something I've had in my rotation to pull out. So I was really surprised when I was right about to receive my box. I was following my tracking last week like crazy, and it ended up getting delayed by 2 days. Such a bummer, because I always want to get these videos up for you guys as soon as possible. But as I was kind of like looking for my tracking, Clean Skin Club reached out to me because they saw I do a ton of BoxyCharm content. They knew their products were going to be in the box, and they just for good customer service, just kind of reached out and said, hey Nicole, we see that you do a ton of stuff on BoxyCharm. Just letting you know you will be seeing us in your box that's coming in. It could be this or this. So I know they have 2 options going around. And please let us know if you have any questions. We're so excited for you to get to try these things. Well, I thought that was really sweet and really cool, considering I've already loved some of their skincare and their products. And I told them I'm excited to try whatever else comes my way. So maybe I'll get both things this month. I don't know what's coming in my paid for boxes, but stay tuned. Really excited. Keep that in my little mini fridge that I have down below my beauty desk, so it feels extra nice going on those hot mornings. Anyway, moving on to what else I got in the box. The next thing I got in here, oh, Kate Somerville, because we have seen her in the box before. This is, holy cow, this is a $70 value. This is the Exfoliate Glow Moisturizer. Revive dull and lackluster skin. It says this is supposed to be smoothing out fine lines and wrinkles and revealing younger, smoother skin. Oh, you know what? I think I have used this one day already because I was like, how cute is that packaging with the little wink on top? So I think I may have like literally put just a touch of this on one day. And it did not make me look too shiny, which I was concerned about. It does have a sunburn alert on the back of it as I'm reading this, so it is still summer. Be mindful. It says this product contains an AHA, alpha hydroxy acid, that may increase your skin's sensitivity to the sun and particularly the possibility of sunburn. Use sunscreen. And okay, so I have to talk to you guys about this brand because I want to get your feedback, because this brand has reached out to me before to work with them, although they want dedicated videos. So I want to know your thoughts on this brand and if you would like to see that kind of content, because even though I have brands reach out to me all the time, I don't say yes to everything, and there's some things that I just want to know your thoughts on. So always follow me on Instagram too if you have not done that yet, because I do ask you guys polls and questions there too. But I know my audience is much larger here, so let me know how you feel about the brand Truly. This is the Truly Beauty Pineapple Haze CBD Glossy Lip Butter for $16. This has the benefits of hemp, jojoba, and vitamin C to hydrate and condition your lips while protecting them against everyday environmental aggressors like the sun, things like that. Supposed to add a juicy shine to your lips while locking in moisture all day long. I have been wanting to try this. I'm not even kidding you, since I got my box, and I've been, having surgeries, oral surgeries, so I haven't been able to try anything. But this is, I almost pulled out to just be like, I need to know what you're like. But I wanted to do it on camera with my friends. I had to have some self-control, which is hard. This brand, the Truly, has reached out to me before, and I wanted to know your thoughts on this. Would you like to see a video that's going to be only about Truly products, or do you guys only prefer when I do multiple things in a video? Because I know that's kind of more my jam of what I do, but I am open to other ideas for like maybe my Thursday videos. Let me know in the comments below if that is something you'd like to see. Okay, and the iconic London bronzer was something I saw going around, I think last month and this month maybe. So I kind of figured I'd be getting that soon. This is the Ultimate Bronzing Powder. This is for $35, and this is for creating that all over skin-kissed warmth to define or sculpt the face. It also has a natural matte finish, which I know a lot of us gravitate to a little bit more matte products on our faces in the summertime, especially when we're using all the SPF, all the skincare. This is a huge compact, as we can see. It's as, you know, almost as big as my face. For storage for me, I'm already thinking, where am I going to put you? This is a $35 value, and I got mine in the shade Light Bronze, which I think this color will work pretty well for me. And there's one other thing in here that is makeup, thank goodness, because this is a lot of skincare, and we know we've got a lot of skincare, a lot of skincare. This is the Rockins Cosmetics All Night Bender. It is a $29 Extreme Lash Mascara. They talk specifically about the wand. It has a fine tip that has been designed to reach even the tiniest of lashes. So we shall see how extreme this extreme mascara really is. And that is everything in my base box. So we've got two things of makeup here, mascara and bronzer. A clean slate clearing mist, which I will be using first, I guess. This is also when I have to start planning in my head. What do I try? How do I do this? Then we'll do the Exfoliate Glow Moisturizer, unless we have other serums in here that could come up. I'll be doing this very soon, the Truly Lip Mask. Premium box has a little bit of a different box look to it. And the first thing I have here that I actually accidentally had in my base box was this Fenty product. Now, I think I may have chosen this as a choice item, so I may be getting duplicates. This is the What It Do Makeup Refreshing Spray for $30. It's a really pretty packaging. This is not glass. This is more of a plastic, which is probably good for me because I won't break it then. It can be used under makeup for foundation prep or over makeup for instantly revitalizing and refreshing skin throughout the day. Okay, oh, we got another mist. This is an Osé Malibu Sea Mineral Mist. Balance and soothe skin with this supercharged toning mist. Am I saying that right? Is it OCs or Osés? Maybe OC, because it's OC, so maybe I'm just pronouncing it wrong. OC? This is a nutrient-rich seaweed that visibly evens out skin tone while aloe nourishes sun-drenched skin. You're supposed to spray this. Ooh, really nice packaging. Spray generously, spritz to set and refresh makeup. So now we have two of these kind of things, but this is for toning. Spritz to set and refresh makeup. This is also vegan and cruelty-free. It's a clean product. When do I put you in? Well, since this is a toner, I will use this. Oh, fudge sickles. Ooh, I love the Grown Alchemist. This is the Age Repair Gel Mask. This anti-aging facial mask revitalizes dull skin while delivering a cooling sensation, hyaluronic acid, glycerin hydrate, so the skin looks plumper, healthier, and smoother. Maybe I'm doing this first. Oh my golly. This is $79 value. I knew this was really pricey. It's a mask, highly effective, so maybe I'm doing this first. I do have cleansed skin. That's the only thing I've done today is cleanse my skin. Unless there's supposed to be a cleanser in here. I don't even know. What's this? Oh crap. I was just saying, unless there's something in here I need to cleanse my skin with. And now we have some more Earth Harbor. This brand is a little too usually oily for me to use, but let's see what this one is. This is the Sunshine Dew Antioxidant Cleansing Oil. Sweet tropical sunshine with a silky dewdrop sails smoothly across your face, removing impurities, pollution, and makeup. Okay, maybe I'll start with this. So many things. I'm gonna have to get the lineup ready. I think there's only one piece of makeup in this whole premium box. And I don't know if I can use it. I don't think I can because I've already peeked at the shade. There was nothing but a bunch of this brand in our choice options for this month. This is the, am I going to say this right? Vesca Beauty Kissed by Soft Matte Bronzing Powder for $30. Now we know I just already got this huge iconic London bronzer here. So we got double mists, double bronzers. Why are we not spreading this out, Boxy? Let's talk about it, Ipsy. Let those of us that have been with you a while guide you. You're new to this. I know you're not new to the game, but you're kind of new to our game. Really clean looking, nice packaging here. It looks fine. The shade I got was Kissed by Bali. And once I opened this up, I'm going to take the film off so you can see. This is going to be way too dark for me. I don't even want to stick my fingers in here to swatch this because you can see this is just too dark, which is interesting because I got the right shade of this bronzer, but definitely not the right shade of this bronzer. Now with PR packages, sometimes the brands will ask us like, what's our skin range or shade or tone? I don't remember if this one did or not. It very well could have. Maybe they sent me the wrong one. Maybe I picked the wrong one. I do believe I chose this in my choice for my paid for boxes. So later in the month, We'll see which one I get, and maybe one swatches a different way, but since there's not really any makeup hardly around, and well, really any of these boxes, I think today I'll be just using the Iconic London to see how that goes, and I'll keep you updated on this. One last thing that I did get that since we've already gotten so many face pads for like cleansing and taking care of our skin, I was kind of hoping to not get this because I don't really have storage space for something this bulky, but I can see how a lot of people might really love these makeup removers from L'Oreal. This is L'Oreal Beauty. It's a face disc for $24. Wipe away your day with this alternative eco-friendly solution to disposable makeup wipes and cotton pads. Well, I've already talked about my bamboo ones that I've received that were the little cotton rounds. They only came in a pack of 4, so then I ended up going on Amazon and buying a 30 pack for significantly cheaper, and they are the exact same type of product, and they're great. These are probably going to be really nice, but they're very firm. They're definitely discs where they have some substantial feel to them. Okay, guys, so that is everything. I've got to figure out my lineup, figure out how to do all of these, and I'm not saying the way I'm going to choose to do it is probably perfect because this is a lot of skincare, a lot of overlapping things. So I may be trying throughout the upcoming days and weeks different ways to put all of these together, or not at all. We'll find out. Stay tuned. Let's get on to the try-on portion of this video. Okay, so I think I've come up with a lineup that's going to be what I'm going to try today. I may not keep it in this layout. Cooper is over there snorting. It is not me, I promise. He's had a hard morning doing his cardio. I found that my Cooper gets more and more chatty the older he gets. He just starts doing a lot more grunting and like noise making to make sure I know he's there and he's telling me something. Dog mom life, it's fine. If you hear Cooper throughout, it's what he's gonna do. What I'm gonna start with is the Grown Alchemist Age Repair Gel Mask for $79. I'm going to start there, see how this does, and then I will take it off and then rinse my face with the antioxidant cleansing oil. I may end up just moving this to nighttime, but in the sake of trying it for this video, I'm going to be doing it after that. And then we'll get into the rest of the skincare lineup, and then I'll go put on the 2 things I got for makeup and the rest of it, and we'll kind of go from there. For use, apply a generous amount to clean skin, including the eye contour. Allow active ingredients to absorb into the facial skin for 10 to 15 minutes. Rinse thoroughly with warm water. Okay, so coming out of the tube, she's already like coming out. Let's see what this is like. It's a little bit runny, but it's got a decent consistency to it, but you can see it kind of running down my hand. What this does. First I thought it was a little bit more chemically or musky smelling than, it's a little musky, but nothing too terrible. Feels really slick. Feels kind of nice actually, just kind of sticking it on, because at first I was sitting here thinking, am I putting on my first layer of skincare? No, it's a mask. It's supposed to be a little bit thicker, but not much. Apply a generous amount. Maybe I'll put on just a touch more, just so it'll be generous. I don't know. I feel like that could have been enough, but I've had the problem in the past of not applying too much. But then I've also had the problem of applying too much, so you know. We'll figure it out. Well, I can feel it drying. That first layer is definitely drying. Okay, it's not really making my skin too red. I'm very sensitive skin if you're newer here, so if you see any redness, for me, that's kind of normal just by pressing on my skin. So don't be alarmed if you're like, oh, her skin's turning a bit red. That's pretty normal for my sensitive skin. So now I will wait the 10-15 minutes. If I have any thoughts, I will keep you updated. So I've got a couple minutes left. I read the cardigan and it says you're supposed to be feeling like a cooling sensation. Maybe it is because this morning I took my dogs on a walk and it was 80 degrees out or 85 degrees out, but my skin doesn't feel cooling at all. I'm not feeling a cooling sensation. And I don't think me going on a walk this morning an hour ago to an hour and a half ago should have affected that. So I don't know. It's still feeling sticky. I'm about to go take it off. And I thought, well, I guess I could use one of these to take it off and see how it does. And then I wanted to really quickly pull out my Tati Beauty sponge and see how they compared. The Tati Beauty one is way more flexible because this is actually meant to be used for applying makeup. And this is meant to be used for applying or removing, you know, makeup, skincare, all those things. So this is definitely more of a thick, fluffy disc, firmer. Like, you could still bend it, but not like you can this. I like using this a lot with my makeup, even if I'm just doing like my eyeshadow, just kind of like pulling very gently if I need to like get in a crease, make sure I'm not having any like edges and creasing and things like that with my brush. So I like to use this for that. I could see you maybe using this for that, but it's a much thicker, fluffier product, so it may not work as well for something like that, but I guess you still could do it. You could get it used to that. That'd be fine. Maybe I will use this to take this off and see how it does. Welcome to my bathroom, where I am going to be just washing this off with some warm water. Let me get the water warming up. I'll just kind of start to use my hands and see how that feels, and then we will try this little guy. It feels sticky and tacky on my face, but I can't say that it has ever felt cooling, so I forgot about that feature that it says it does, but I'll try it again. Maybe it will eventually get cooling. I did apply definitely enough product that I feel like I should be feeling whatever it says I should. So let's start taking off the stickiness and we'll see what happens. It feels more warming, actually. I would say more of a warming effect at this moment. I think it's gonna leave my skin feeling pretty soft or silky maybe, because this is what kind of like the feel is of taking this mask off so far. But I don't really feel the mask on anymore. My skin feels maybe a touch softer, but I've been using so many great pieces of skincare that I recently told you guys about in my last faves and fails video that I'm not really sure. I think it looks fine. So what I will do though now is use this cleansing oil from Earth Harbor, see how she does. Yeah, she's kind of drippy. Hands here. Definitely feel some, it's still another slick type product. Maybe a little bit of foaming, but not a bunch. I could see this working well at the end of the day when you're taking off makeup maybe too. Use this guy here to rinse it off. This does really well getting wet. Holds a little bit of water in there because that's why it's got that like a cushion inside. Feels nice and soft on the skin. It doesn't feel like it's tugging. Doesn't feel like it's pulling. It feels very gentle on the skin, which is nice. Are we noticing any brightening? Are we noticing anything looking good? All right, we'll go back to the real camera because this is just my phone camera here, and we will go on to the next step. Okay, back in the beauty room now, and I can tell you now that my face is dried and had just a few minutes. It does feel very, it's kind of like I just dermaplaned my face. So it feels very smooth, as in like the texture of my skin, which is very nice. Maybe even a little tightened, maybe a little touch drier, but nothing like dramatic. Now I don't have dry skin, so it's hard for me to gauge what it would feel like for my drier skin friends in the audience, but right now this feels pretty good. I'll be honest, I actually liked removing the cleansing oil with this more than I thought I would. My biggest concern though, it kind of leans into all the skincare we get to. I don't want to just end up hoarding stuff that I forget about, or it's not top of mind, or maybe it's difficult to clean, to use again, those kind of things. So I am glad I tried this. I do enjoy it so far. I'll have Adam try it too and see how he feels about it. Maybe it'll become a new routine. Sometimes that happens here where I'm always like, oh, I don't know if I want to try that. Maybe I'll put it in a giveaway. Then I end up trying it and loving it. That goes for skincare and tools. Now we're going to move on to the Clean Skin Club Mist. Because this we're supposed to do, this is the clean slate. You have a clean slate when you're spraying this down. Again, this is a $38 value. You're supposed to spritz generously onto clean, dry face and neck, AM and PM, before applying anything else. Serums, moisturizers, SPFs, all those things. So let's see how this baby sprays. Ooh, this mist is nice. It's even going on my chest. Oh, I like that a lot. She says, what, coughing? It's a very fine mist. I shouldn't have talked while doing that. That is a very fine mist. Feels really nice on. Now I'm just like drying it down. Cooper, your nose, man. You little nosy. You're talking so much. I don't think it has an overwhelming rose scent or eucalyptus scent. It does have a scent, but none of those are, maybe more eucalyptus than rose. I like that this is going to help be preventative with acne. I think Adam's going to like this too because he does have to wear a mask. He works in a medical field, so he's wearing a mask all year long, all the time. So I can tell you he's going to be really excited to try this too. And for those of you that did say in one of my last videos you'd love to see an Adam's Corner or like a little spotlight of him talking about the products that I'm always telling you he's trying and stuff behind the scenes, he's open to it. I think we just got to figure out like a scheduling thing of when would work for a video, when would work for him to sit down and go through it. But he was a little excited when I said you guys were interested in that. So thank you for letting me know that's something you would be down for, even just like a little part of one of my videos. After this mist, I would go into the next toner mist, because then I'm thinking I would do the Exfoliate Glow, and I don't think I should do this first and then the toner. But if I'm wrong, or you think that's a better way to do it in the future, tell me below. This is just a lot of skincare at once that I'm trying to figure out how to stick it all on my face to give you the best review I can. Before I go into that next mist though, I am going to give this just a little bit longer to sit, because now I'm going to be doing multiple mists, multiple things. So while I'm waiting, I thought, why not jump into something I've been wanting to try. This is the Truly Lip Mask Lip Butter Goodness Pineapple Haze CBD Glossy Lip Butter. 50 milligrams of CBD, pineapple, mango, jojoba oil, vitamin E boost. Oh my goodness, all the things. I love that they're cruelty free. Again, let me know if you would be interested in seeing a video with them. Now, like I said, they would prefer a dedicated video, so it would be just about their products, my experience with them, and I really didn't know how you'd feel about that. I've had a couple of brands reach out to me and say, hey, I'd love to collab with you, support your channel, but sometimes they do want me just to talk about their product, and I'm always picking things that I'm interested and I'm in, and I think that you guys would be interested in. But again, I'm very selective with what I bring here on my channel, so let me know your thoughts. I always want your feedback, because this is why I do my videos. We're friends, we hang out. Tell me if you want to know more about Truly. I just opened this up, and oh my gosh, how cute is this? It looks so fancy, right? Looks so luxe and bougie. It's like this beautiful green, like little whipped cream goodness in there. Almost looks like a dessert in a way. I almost hate touching it to mess it up. Let's stick this on my lips. I feel like I'm putting frosting on my lips or something. Sometimes being a grown-up is fun. You're like, I'm gonna put frosting on my lips today. Yes, please. It has a little bit of this green hint to it, but it's definitely like melting away. And it just feels really smooth, silky, hydrating. Really nice. I could see myself wanting to put this on at night too, because as you can see, I'm kind of even going right outside my lip line just a touch. Rub butter onto lips throughout the day for plump, hydrated lips. Doesn't feel very thick though. It doesn't feel like goopy or anything. It doesn't feel like I just put like a ton of stuff on my lips. It's a firmer product than you think. Like I did put my finger into there, and this is gonna last me a long time. Look how much you get. And I just literally scraped the surface. I thought I would go through this really quickly, just kind of looking at like the cute little foamy, creamy goodness that's in here, but you're not gonna go through this quickly. OC. Let's OC if this is gonna be too much mist on my face, if I'm gonna notice this mist compared to the other stuff I'm trying. Am I gonna love this? So far, before putting this on, my skin is feeling very soft. I wanna say dry, like it doesn't feel oily, it doesn't feel tacky, it feels like I've been doing the work. Mist generously, used to tone, refresh, and set makeups. You can use this with your makeup too, which is nice to know. Soothing after sun elixir stored. Chill if desired. I do have a mini fridge down here. I may store this there. Let's just see how she mists, how she does. Do I need to shake you? Cooling and refreshing, the aloe vera infused mist helps nourish skin, drenched skin. Well, I was out there this morning. I do try to put on SPF all the time, but you know, every little bit helps. I'm starting with my chest because I feel like I need it there and here. Woo! That's more of intense mist, not nearly as like mist feeling as the other one, but I'm not gonna lie. On my chest immediately, I was like, oh, that feels good. Feels pretty good on the skin too. I don't want to do too much. Doesn't really have a bad smell, a chemically smell. There's no real smell that I'm noticing at this moment. Not really much of a scent. That's cool with me. So let's just see how this does. We're gonna give this time to dry. It feels great on, and then we'll go into the next phase of this new skincare routine that we're working on. Is it makeup video? Really more skincare video. This is gonna be the Exfoliate Glow. Again, cute packaging. I do believe I did put this on one day right after I got it. This is a $70 product. It's got powerhouse ingredients to remove dead surface skin cells while smoothing fine lines and wrinkles to reveal younger skin. Give me all the things, girl. I am into that. The thing about reviewing skincare, and I was telling this to a girlfriend the other day, because she just got back with BoxyCharm, and she's like, I got this, this, and this, and this, and this. And there's a lot of skincare, but she got a little bit more makeup than me. And then I was showing her my box, and she was like, oh, that'll all be good stuff too. I'm like, it is. I love that we get such quality stuff. It's not that I'm complaining about that. It's just the frequency, because when you review skincare, you don't see always results right away. You need to give it a longer amount of time. And then I feel like I'm neglecting the past few months' boxes skincare that's also high end. Great, but already opened. I don't want them to go bad. It's kind of hard to see what was working well then versus what's working well now, what's not blending well together. It's just a whole bunch of science behind the scenes. It's a lot harder to review, because I want you guys to know when is it good, when is it not good, so that way you know where to invest your coins, either if you do get BoxyCharm and you want to get more, or if you don't get BoxyCharm and you want to invest on your own. I want to give you as much information as I can before it gets out there that it's like, oh my god, this is the next greatest thing, and I want you to know ahead of time before everybody else, so that way you can get in on it. Okay, so something else that I just noticed on the Kate Somerville Exfoliate packaging, it says improve pores and texture while hydrating and smoothing for dewy, refreshed looking skin. Girl, Kate Somerville, help me out, sister, because I will take all the help I can get. The product itself looks like a green-gray shade, and it's a little thick in consistency, but I'm noticing it's not gritty. So when you hear exfoliating, a lot of us may think of those like rough feeling products that you're like, oh, this is going to be like a moisturizer? How's that going to work? This is definitely creamy. It definitely doesn't look like it's got beads or anything in it. Let's stick our finger in here. So as you can see, it's just like pudding. Little pudding face. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, there's no like beading or anything in here. You don't need to be worried about that. Ooh, it's a little bit of tingling going on, but it could be because I've just done 12 layers of skincare. I'm trying to give time in between, but we do have to move it along. These videos are already so long for you guys. Not feeling bad, not burning or anything. It's feeling actually pretty hydrating and cooling. Should put a warning up in the beginning of this video. Warning, video contains Cooper snoring in the background if you're wearing headphones. I feel like that's done really nicely. You know what I kind of want to do with it right now? Pull out my cosmetics roller that I think I just saw was going back around in the boxes again. This is actually, I think, a product that may be like a dupe for a Nurse Jamie product that I think we've all seen Tati use historically. I've loved this. I actually talked about it very recently in a like high-end luxury products that I really love behind the scenes, but I don't always want to talk about nothing but high-end stuff because I know not a lot of us can't afford that all the time. I'm so lucky that I get BoxyCharm and they do give us a lot of great stuff that's pretty high value. So I do love to hang on to stuff like this, and sometimes I'll use it for a while, then I'll pull away, try other stuff, and then come back to it. I am feeling like I'm starting to look a little shiny with all this stuff on, but this did say it was going to be giving us a glow. I mean, she is called the Exfoliate Glow with a smiley face. I love all the smiley faces. She's like, I'm happy. But I do have some amazing makeup that I will be putting on with it, so we'll hopefully not look like a grease ball throughout the day. We'll get there. We'll see. Because I do have a touch, just a touch of makeup to put on for you in this video. I'm going to be doing the iconic London bronzer still and letting you know how this Extreme All Night Bender mascara does. Also, ladies, feel free to take some of these products down your neck and on your chest, even if maybe it doesn't say it directly. I've never had an issue with that. And I've always tried to remind my friends here that you can always take care of your skin all the way down, because we want this to match this, because this area, our necks, can all age us just as much as our faces can. So just help yourself out. What I'm probably gonna do now is move it along, put on some makeup, and then when I get to the bronzer section, I will bring you back in there and we'll kind of go from there, and I'll give you updates on how things are going. Oh yeah, we will also have the Dewy Mist. So if we wanna, or the Fenty, what did she call it? Make it do. Make it do. So if you wanna consider this makeup, you absolutely can. So technically that would be 3 things. But, you know, a lot of us are also kind of like, that's just more like, you can still use it beforehand too. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll get there. Okay, I wanted to give you guys at least a little bit of makeup content in this very skincare heavy video. So I kind of showed you guys how I was applying my makeup this morning. I didn't want to add any like creams in because I am trying some cream stuff behind the scenes, but with all of the layers of skincare, I didn't know how well that would do. So I'm focusing on our powders because you know I love powders. And now is time to get into this iconic London bronzer. For bronzers, I usually enjoy like oval shaped brush just to kind of go with the contours of my face, but everything already has some product on it. So I'm going to try to go in with this angled Moda Pro brush. It's a little bit smaller than I would usually go in with, but this could work just fine. I also have some bigger brushes on deck in case I need them. See how she does. I just have on my Fenty powder, my loose powder down. That's it. It gives a little bit of light warmth to my face. So I'm just going to focus on this side so we can compare. This might be a good color for me. This is the side with just the Fenty powder. This is the side I'm just going to see if I can notice a nice warm up glow difference with. This is definitely matte. Now this is a very big compact, but I do like that for the mirror sake. But I am curious about how I'm going to store this baby. Because I just reorganized all of my beauty drawers, and I feel like I was finally getting like organization in there, and then sometimes these big sizable guys come in and they're just like, oh yeah, you thought you had it organized. Like you guys can see here, this is giving a nice bronze to me. It is definitely a matte shade. This is the side with just the powder to kind of give you a little bit of difference. Giving ourselves that little facelift there, a little bit more warmth, a little bit more dimension. I do have a very square, round face, so sometimes just even a nice, well-placed bronzer can really give you those cheekbones, those extra angles to your face that are just more appealing to the eye. I'm not the biggest fan of Iconic London, as a lot of you guys know, and it's not intentional. It's not like me just choosing not to like them. It's just usually their products don't work the best for me. Some of their powders, some of their eyeshadow palettes, they've not done well. I'm really not a fan of their creamy or liquid eyeshadows. Those just don't work well on my skin type. But their recent eyeshadow palette, the I Am Woman palette, has really surprised me. I think it's pretty good, and now I'm really glad to see. I think I like this bronzer. I like how it's warming up the face, giving me this sunny suntan glow, because usually my face is paler than the rest of my body since I do a ton of SPFs up in this region. You can build this up to be even a little bit darker as I keep layering it, and she layers well on herself. She's definitely giving me a darker glow, a bronziness, not glow because it's matte. Since this is like one of the main pieces of makeup I have, I may as well spend a little extra time talking about it. I think it's like really smooth too. Now I did set myself up for success not knowing how my skin was going to react with so many mists, so many things that we started our face with to review. So I did set myself up for success as best I could with the pore filling primer from Tarte, and then I did go in with my Illamasqua mineral, the Vale primer that really makes your skin feel kind of like, the way I like to describe it is like if you would be petting a seal, like a wet seal. Kind of like gives you that slick canvas, that's glass-like canvas. I'm even going to take this little up air into the crease. I'll do a little bit more fast forwarding with some makeup, just so you can kind of see a little bit more makeup content behind the scenes. And then we will move on to spraying our face down. Oh, then we'll move on to some mascara, spraying our face down, and initial thoughts. Okay, I kind of leaned into the bronzy look, just did mostly a bronzy eye look today because I am trying some fun new drugstore things behind the scenes, along with some other BoxyCharm products that I am still loving, still reaching for. I really use these products all the time, as most of you know. Now we're going to go into this Black Extreme Lash Mascara from Rockins Cosmetics. I've already curled my lashes. Let's just get into this. I feel like I need to do another curl though. I got some of those Amazon pads to go inside your curler, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe these aren't as great of pads to keep holding up a curl. I feel like I may need to invest in some better pads replacements, but let's get into this. I like this brush for the moment on first use because I like that it's thin and that it's pressing my lashes upward. I'll give my constant disclaimer I always give with mascaras. You have to open it up, try it, and then let it thicken up, live its life, oxidize, because sometimes a mascara can get even better the longer it has been open. So far though, I like how it is keeping my lash fluffy. It's not letting it clump too much. It doesn't look spidery. I really was not a fan of the mascara we got last month from Anastasia in our premium box, because that is so clumpy, and the more I use it, the clumpier I feel like she is. They're clumping a bit, but not too much, as in like clumping together. I am doing layers because I do want more than just like a light wispy look. I like to look like I'm got some mascara on. Going back in even after it's dried a bit, and it is letting me layer up even more. I think it's looking pretty nice. Like I said, I'm gonna let this live its life. I'm definitely gonna be giving you updates as we kind of go through the weeks, because sometimes mascaras get even better or get worse. So right now, I think this looks fine. I think it looks nice. I'm curious how it's gonna wear. Is it gonna, you know, have any fallout? Is it going to kind of fall on my face through the day? Are my lashes gonna drop? Because I'm already kind of seeing them drop just a touch, but I was messing with them a lot. So my lips at this point, I feel like I could go straight into lip product because it's not as hydrating as it was when I first put on the Truly. Definitely not as still hydrating. I was kind of noticing as I was going through the rest of my makeup application, it was just maybe absorbing in. Okay, so now we are going to be setting down all of this skincare and makeup we've been doing, and then after I set this down, I will give you my first impressions, kind of initial thoughts on everything, and we'll go from there. Ready? Directions and warnings right on the top. Shake well. Close eyes and mist 10 to 12 inches from face or onto precision makeup sponge. Use before, during, or after makeup application. Do not inhale. Keep eyes closed when spraying. If contact with eyes occurs, rinse with water. So here we go. That is a mist. That is a mist. This is the Make It Do. I mean, no, What It Do. I keep getting the name wrong. What It Do. I really like that mist. I probably applied too much now, remembering it's got dew in it, but I just did a pretty matte look. So hopefully that helps. I did spray it down here too. So, whew, that felt really nice. And once you're like pressing down on this, it's not just like a one press and then stop. You have to hold down the button, because that's when the mist and the dew starts really coming out. You gotta keep pushing her down as you're applying it. Just keep pressing her down. I don't know if you can see that mist or not. Got a nice scent to it as well. Let's let this sit. I will come back with a completed like hair, jewelry, probably different outfit, and we will see what our first impressions are. Okay, we are back. So what I'm going to do now is kind of give you my first impressions. Everything has had a moment to settle down. I've changed clothes, kind of did my hair a little bit, put the jewelry on. So now I'm going to give you just my first impressions, but I will also leave any updates I have for you down in maybe the comment section or the description box, one of the two or both, just to give you any more things that I may have noticed throughout the day, because I already know this is a long video. Starting with the base box and everything I got in there. I really liked how the Clean Skin Club Clean Slate Clearing Mist helped kind of like set everything up for success this morning. I loved how it felt. I would put it on my neck and down to the décolleté, on the face, the whole thing. And I think it did a great job so far. The thing about skincare and the thing about, you know, even just some of these mist things, you kind of need to give them more time than just a first impression. So definitely be sure to stay tuned. I will do updates on these products in my paid for box video, where I also do the honest user reviews, where I get deep into what other people are saying about these products as well, because things could change by then for sure. But on initial application, first impressions, I liked how it felt. I like how now I have all the makeup on and nothing was detracting as far as this piece of the product went. I think it looked nice. It felt nice. My skin felt really good after applying it. So far, this is a win. Kate Somerville Exfoliate Glow Moisturizer. When I saw how glowy my skin looked, I was like, oh boy, let's see how this will go for my oily face. I probably put this on probably over an hour ago at this point, and right now I do not look like I am an oil grease slick at all. But as you saw with the products that I used for makeup, I set myself up for success with a Transform Matte Natasha Denona foundation that I know I can trust with my oily skin in these hot days. And this is underneath it. I think it's doing great. I also had, you know, the matte bronzers and things like that. Only did a touch of some glow as far as makeup went. And right now I think everything looks pretty nice. Stay tuned and I will let you know if I think it's exfoliating, if I think it's doing some of those other benefits that it did mention. So stay tuned for this. But first application, first try run, not upset. I think everything looks fine. It didn't detract from makeup application in any way. The Truly Beauty Pineapple Haze CBD Glossy Lip Butter. I think this seemed really nice. I like that we get so much product. I really thought by just looking at it, I was going to just do a big scoop of this and it was going to start like going away really quickly. But it absolutely didn't. This is a very firm product, firmer than I thought it would be based off what it looks like in the jar. And this is going to last us a really long time. I liked how it felt, very liquidy, hydrating, moisturizing, but what I can say is I think this might be really good at night, because after even it had time to set down for a while, when I went to do my lip liners and stuff, it still felt juicy-ish, but not like really wet or anything like that. But I was still noticing, like putting on my lip liner and stuff, there was still some moisture there that maybe was like kind of spreading the pigment from the lip liner just a touch. Nothing major, but I still think it did a really great job. I could see me wanting to apply this maybe throughout the day, but definitely at night. I think this is going to be great in the evenings. So stay tuned for an update. And again, let me know if you want to see more from this brand on my channel, because that could happen in the future. Tell me if you're interested. The Iconic London Bronzer. I really didn't know what to expect from this. Honestly, looking at it on first impression, if I can get it open, she's a big mama. You know, she's making her presence known, and like I said, I just reorganized my drawers and I'm already concerned of like, where am I going to put this? Because I don't think I'll be able to stand this up. Am I going to lose this in my drawer because I have to lay it flat? Unfortunately for a lot of us actually, and you've let me know this too, packaging matters, because if something is overwhelmingly different from everything else in our beauty spaces, it can be a detractor. But as far as the product goes, outside of the packaging, forget that part for a second. The product itself surprised me in a good way, because Iconic London and I, we're just kind of like, we're okay, we're on talking terms, we're friends, but we're not like lovers. We're not like, oh gosh, I can't wait to try this next product, you know what I mean? But this surprised me. I think my skin today looks nice and warmed up. I think it looks really even. I like that it was matte, considering I had a ton of skincare to go through, and I have oily, combo-y skin, bossy pores, all those things. I really think it looks gorgeous on. I think it looks good on the body, on the face. It was very easy to blend, very easy to spread, didn't skip, didn't have any issues with any of the skincare underneath. I would even say, even though I do have some glow on, because I did just add a touch of glow, I also went back into this very lightly, and this is a tip you can do if you've maybe applied too much highlighter for the look you were going for. I even just touched back into this and just went over the glowy areas just a bit, because then you still see some of the dew and luminosity, because we did add in some dew later, but it's still kind of like you could see it through, but it helped complement it. You know, it helped bring it all back down. I like this bronzer so far. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel, if I'm going to be honest, but truly, I think she looks like she's put the whole face together. You know, it's like this summer bronzed up, warmy look without too much glow, which is also a nice thing when you have oily skin. And then the rocking mascara, the All Night Bender Black Extreme Lash Mascara. Quite a name, which means kind of a lot of hype behind it, at least if you're gonna name it something that bold. I mean, I hope it delivers. And so far, I think my lashes look fine. I have gone back in and just done another curl, and that is a tip I do sometimes. I'm sure you've heard of it before, but wait till your lashes are dry and then go back in and just do like one more pump or two to kind of like get the curl back. Can also help if your lashes are clumping together a bit too much for your liking. Doing that can kind of help separate them just a touch and kind of give the eye that big lashy look again, that doll shaped look. I think this looks nice. It looks really good on the lower lashes. I'm curious how I'm going to enjoy it, if it's going to have any crumbling through the day, if I'm going to even notice my lashes, because I find if something's too fine of a mascara, not too great for the lashes, because then it looks like I don't have as much. But we shall see as time progresses. It did layer well on itself. I liked the initial application. Lower lashes look great too. For the base box, let's see what the value was. This is a $188 value with the base box. So now moving on to the premium box. Almost forgot this, so I'll just pull it over really quickly to say, unfortunately, like I said, the bronzer looks way too dark for me. I don't even want to touch it or swatch it, because I could just gift it away, because I did get a bronzer that clearly works really well for my skin tone. I like how it spreads. I like how she blends. So this may be going in a giveaway. Let me see if I can look mine up really quickly to make sure I didn't get the same shade, because this shade was Kissed by Bali. So let me just see if I can find my email really quick. Okay, good. I did choose a different color. I picked the shade Santorini. So hopefully that is a better match for me. I did get, though, this was my other choice item as well. So I'll probably be putting one of these either in a giveaway, giving it to friends, something like that. And then I do have one other thing that I picked in my choice items, but you'll have to wait until that video to see what it is. So back over here, let's go to the first thing I tried on today, which was the Grown Alchemist face mask, right? I was kind of expecting, since it was a mask and maybe the color of the tube, kind of thought maybe it would have that color, but it was really a transparent mask, but you could feel it on your skin. It stayed kind of tacky. It never did get cooling though. It said it was going to have a cooling effect. Maybe it was just me and it's summertime, so it just felt a little bit more warming than cooling, but there was no like major sensation, like overall stimulation of any sort. Then I can tell you, I thought with taking it off throughout the time I had it on, it felt fine. But then when I went to take it off, really easy to just wash off with warm water. My skin felt maybe a little bit of tightening and kind of smooth. Had the smooth effect to it, which is great. I did follow that really quickly with the Earth Harbor Sunshine Dew here just to cleanse my face. But I am going to try this in the evenings to see if it's maybe, you know, gives you anything different there. I thought this was fine. It doesn't really foam up or anything. I didn't expect it to, being a little bit more of a liquidy serum type. Again, this brand and I kind of have a teetering relationship. Some products are too oily for me, just don't work well with my skin type, and that's fine. That's kind of why I get BoxyCharm anyway, to try new things, go out of my comfort zone. Every now and again, you get a win that you don't expect. I thought this was totally fine, just kind of like doing that cleanse before I went into some sprays and mists for my face. I thought it did okay. For cleansing oil, that's kind of like a different technology, you know what I mean? It's a different kind of science. So I didn't know what to expect, but I don't think it made my skin oily at all, because afterwards is when I noticed it still felt a little bit more dry, a little bit more smooth glass-like feel to it. And even now my skin still feels even now I've got all the makeup on and sprays and mists and all that stuff, she still feels really like very soft skin, very smooth, non-textury, bumpy. There's no bumpiness or anything. It feels really nice, and maybe this oil cleansing product helped with that. Who knows? And then we did have OC Mineral Mist. This one was a $38 to balance and soothe the skin, especially after being in the sun, which I am quite frequently living in Florida. I really liked how this felt. It's supposed to have a plumping hydration to it with this cloud micro mist is what it says. I really liked it on the chest, liked it on the skin, on the neck. I'm going to keep using this, see how it does for me as August continues to roll along, because this is one of the hottest times here in Florida. September is going to be pretty warm too, so I will get some good use out of this. I'm curious what I notice in the upcoming days and weeks. I actually was surprised by the Lawrence Beauty face discs for $24. Like I said, they are bendable. You could maybe use it with some makeup application. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that in the future. Maybe I won't. It is still a little bit damp. It did make it easy to wash off all of the stuff that I had on this morning. I think it did fine. It was a nice, soft, fluffy feel to it. So it was a nice feature. I liked it more than I think I thought I would initially, because I was kind of ready to just discard it because we were getting kind of repeat-ish type products. So I just wasn't sure if it was going to be my jam or not, but trying it at least once made me a little bit more open to the idea. This is more of a plastic feel, and I keep thinking this is going to be glass based on the look of it, but the Fenty Beauty What It Do Makeup Refreshing Spray. This is the super fine hydrating mist that can be used under makeup or over makeup to instantly revitalize and refresh the skin throughout the day. I thought this did really well. I liked the mist. I really think my makeup today looks nice, and I have a lot of skincare on. I think my skin looks really nice under the makeup. I feel like the makeup is just enhancing what I already had going with my skin. I don't feel like the makeup is overwhelming. This isn't a makeup heavy video anyway, because of all the products that we did get were 90% skincare. I think that even just kind of like setting down the makeup that I do have though, it looks really nice. Everything still feels like not tacky, not sticky. Including this did not leave me with anything bad to report, really. I'm curious how well this is going to keep my makeup on. I feel like it did maybe help the makeup I do have on to kind of like become one. I liked how it just settled down evenly and nicely, because some mists can be more spray-like where they shoot at you and it's a little bit more intense. This was not like that. This just was kind of like that gentle ending to a makeup day, but you could definitely use it in the beginning. I just had too many mists to even want to try that this go around at least. I feel like there weren't any like major filler products in either of these boxes, which is really nice, because every now and again we think we see something in the box that will like inflate the cost of the box. And this month I really feel like, even though it is very skincare heavy, it's all quality skincare. So I'm not as mad as I have been in the past when maybe it's been skincare heavy and it's been like rollerball lip glosses that kind of felt juvenile and seemed like an overinflated price, or when we get brushes that have like a $98 value and we don't even like the brushes. We're like, but why? Those feel like filler things just to kind of like increase the value. What I can say about this go around is everything in here is pretty quality. So this box actually came out to a total of $225. A lot of good products in here that I think that premium price was worth it. Yeah, it's a lot of skincare, some tools included, but it's all really good stuff. And some of these things I don't feel like could maybe go bad as quickly, and I could be wrong, but like having these sprays, it's not like an open jar, and I got a lot of spray-like things here, so I feel like these are going to be able to last longer than just like the 6-month time frame. I could be wrong on that. Well, like this one expires in 2023. This one's got a 12-month lifespan. Not seeing anything jump out at me, but I'm sure this would last at least a year, if not longer. So, well, if it's anything like this one doesn't expire till 2023. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, these could last us a bit longer, and they're great ingredients, great products. I'm so happy to see it. There's not really any filler in here. Tell me, what did you get, or what are you getting? Because you know you picked out some choice items. Tell us below, and be sure to stay tuned and be subscribed, because again, these are skincare things. I need to give you updates on them as we progress through the days and the weeks. And thank you so much for hanging in here with me with these long invested investigative videos. I love doing these for you guys. These are my favorite videos to do every single month, so I'm so glad I get to do more than one. If you happen to be new here, hi, my name is Nicole, and you just sat through a big old video, so I really hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on my updates. What's coming next? What did I ask for in my paid for boxes? What are the reviews of these products and the upcoming products? So many great things to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys.